Hi guys, welcome back to Trademanza's weekly series, the Stock Market Recap. In this video, we bring to you all the interesting events which happened in the stock market last week and what to expect from Nifty in the coming few weeks. Before we get started with today's video, I'd like to thank all our viewers as recently one of our videos crossed 1000 views and this is a very big benchmark for us. Do keep showing us love by subscribing to our channel, switching on notifications and liking our videos. Now, let's get started with this week's market recap. In last week's video, we discussed how Nifty could possibly face some resistance at 18,000 and the next possible resistance levels could be 18,200. As we can see from the chart, Nifty broke the resistance of 18,000 very easily and is now consolidating between 18,100 and 18,250, already breaking the resistance of 18,200 and using 18,100 as a very good support. In the next week, we could expect 18,000 to act as a very important support level, and Nifty could find resistance somewhere close to 18,400. Because what's happening is that while Nifty has been going up, the US stock markets have been having a very bad week. So our market is acting sort of contrarian, and maybe it could correct, but you never know because with the budget coming up, the market could be extremely bullish. If we switch to a time frame with some moving averages, we can see that there was a slight retest as well. After Nifty went above the moving average, there are four very bullish green candles, and then there is one small red candle to try and take support at the moving average, from which it rebounded again. The crossover has also already happened, and the market is starting to look extremely bullish for now. A look at the 1 hour time frame shows us the exact same thing, with Nifty being in a very clear uptrend and continuously taking support at the moving average, which is the strong of a very strong uptrend. Right now, Nifty is taking support at 18,150 and there is some resistance at 18,250. So these are two important levels to watch out for. If we are to take a look at the option chain, we can see that the number of calls sold at 18,000 has reduced by a lot. There's only 1 lakh calls sold at 18,000 levels, whereas the number of puts sold is almost 9 times that, indicating what a strong support that could possibly be and how bullish people are. And if we are to look at 18,200, this is where the interesting thing appears. The number of calls sold and the number of puts sold are almost equal. So this could be a very deciding level for the market, as the market could continue to go up from here, or it could reverse from here and go on to find support at 18,000 or 17,800. Moving on to some important stock news for the week. All the metal stocks had a good week and the stocks look like they have broken out and are poised for a rally. Tata Steel was up 5% for the week. The steelmaker said that the crude steel production of the India business increased by 4.3% in the third quarter of full year 2022, which is a 20% increase as compared to the full year of 2021. JSW Steel also had a good week, saying that their steel production is up almost 28%, even better than Tata Steel. So these are two steel stocks to watch out for in the coming few weeks, and they have also recently been upgraded as a buy by some brokers. The other very interesting thing this week was that three of India's biggest tech giants, TCS, Infosys, and Wipro, all posted their financial results. So let's find out how their results were and how the market reacted to their results. Last week, TCS gained 3%. The IT major's consolidated net profit rose 2% to 9,700 crores on a 4.3% increase in net sales in Q3 final year 2022 over Q2 2022. On a Y over Y basis, the net profit rose 12% and the net sales rose 16%. Constant currency revenue grew 5% Y over Y. However, the operating margin fell slightly, which is why that the stock has gained only 3% even with such good results. The TCS board has also recommended a buyback at the price of 4,500 rupees per share and declared a dividend of rupees 7 per share. Wipro, however, had slightly disappointing results and the stock slumped 10% for the week. The IT company reported only a 1% increase in their net profit, and Wipro said that it expects revenue from its IT service business to be in the range of 2,700 million to 2,750 million dollars. This translates to a sequential growth of only 2 to 4%. We all know how much Wipro has rallied in the last 1.5 years, and this rally is not justified if the stock is going to just be giving growth of 2 to 5%. So better results were expected, which is why the stock has slumped. Infosys had the best results of all. The stock is up 7% for the week, and the consolidated net profit rose 7.7% on a sequential basis and 22.9% on an annual basis. Revenue in constant currency terms grew 21.5% and 7%. Operating margins stood at 23%, which is just a decline of 1%, slightly better than how TCS felt. Another stock which had a bad week was Tata Motors. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's recent bet, Tata Motors, fell on weak Q3 final year 2022 business. You know why they fell? Well, the stocks had a bad result in their Jaguar Land Rover segment. The company's subsidiary, the Jaguar Land Rover, recorded a 37.6% drop in retail sales over final year 21, and sequentially, Jaguar Land Rover witnessed a 13.6% fall in retail sales. Jaguar, which was what was keeping Tata Motors afloat, is now also starting to witness a decline in sales, which is extremely bad for Tata Motors. Moving on to some important economical data. Retail inflation in India rises to 5.6% in December, which is at a 5-month high. India's benchmark inflation rate, which is measured by the Consumer Price Index, moved up to 5.6% year over year, which is the data released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program. A survey of economists have forecasted that Indian retail inflation would be 5.8%. So, well, the one positive we could take away from this is that inflation is not increasing as fast as economists thought it would. However, this inflation is still dangerous, and it will be interesting to see how the RBI tackles it and if they are as strict as increasing rates as the US markets are being. So, guys, that's it for our weekly market recap. Stay tuned to our channel because next month of February is going to be very interesting as the budget is going to be released to which the market has a very big reaction. We are going to bring to you some very interesting videos in the coming few weeks.